Good morning everybody, I'm Steve and welcome to Green Side Up, the home edition. I'm here in my kitchen because I wanted to do an unboxing of this new light. Now, I am a twerp. I did an unboxing, showed and displayed everything nicely, and then realised I hadn't switched my blooming microphone on, so I am a twerp. Anyway, here's the light. Now, what happened was I got an email out of the blue from Mars Hydro. Would I like to test and review a light, a UV light, an LED light for growing vegetables? And I said yes, I'd be very interested, and they offered me a light, and I looked at the light and I looked at their website, and I thought there's another light on there that would suit my needs moving forward better. So I emailed them back and spoke to them, and they've sent me this one. Now, there's been quite a few reviews this year and unboxings and things of the Mars Hydro light, and I think that was the SP250. Well, this is the SP250, but it's the upgraded version. It's now called the SP3000, and I think the main differences are it's got a dimming unit here, and on the SP250 I think you had to use a screwdriver and turn a little tiny plastic or something knob inside to dim it. This one's actually got a full driven unit now with a dimming knob there for it. And the lights have changed from the 250 to this one, the 3000. The other one had, I think, just over 600 lights, and this one's got 960 now. And it's a full spectrum light, so it's more akin to a proper sunlight. So anyway, they've sent me this one to have a look at, and I'm very pleased with it, to be honest with you. It came very well packaged. You may have seen other unboxing videos. It's a good strong cardboard box and full of stuff, as you would expect, and as other people said, you know, they even had bits of timber in there for extra strength, rigidity and protection, so very pleased about that. And also part of the contents was this pack of stickers. Not really impressed with them, to be honest, but there you go. Got instructions, and I've got hangers and ratchet straps, and there's even a little Ethernet cable here. This you plug into here, and if you plug it into the right one, it makes this the master, and you can daisy chain these lights and control them all from this one unit, turn them all off and on here, or dim the lights all off and on with that Ethernet cable. And of course there's a little user manual just describing all the stuff with it. Now I will switch it on very quickly just to show you. Right, so that's sort of full on, and you can just dim it down, dial it down, and I believe that goes, although it doesn't look it there, it dials it down all the way down to 10% of the original strength, so you have that control. And I'll just turn it around. The screen might flash for you. I don't know if you can see the lights in there. There's even red ones in there, but I can see red and blue and white, so it's a good mix of light. Now, there we go. Not so flashy now. Now, I'm very good at growing plants, and I've done it for years, and I can grow plants from seedlings, get them up to a decent size, pot them on and grow on. But from that point on, potting them on and actually going and planting them out in the garden, for me can take a long time. We're up here way in the north of England, and we get a lot of overcast skies, especially in spring, a lot of rain. I am in the English Lake District, no rain, no lakes. So we do get a lot of overcast skies, and it can be difficult to push the plants on from the seedling stage to the planting out stage. So I'm hoping this puppy is going to speed that process up for me, because I don't get much daytime light outside of the value that will grow plants on. I'm hoping I can put trays of plants underneath this, grow them on and get them out that much quicker. And similarly, later in the season, when I'm looking to replace plants, you know, into what I call the second spring, as your first crops finish sort of in July and you wanted to get your second crops in, that's the second spring for me. And again, this will then be able to produce and keep up with the demand for those second plants, which sometimes can be lacking. And it also means then that sometimes, because I haven't grown the plants onto a state or a size where I'm happy to put them out, I can have one crop finished, one crop not ready to go in, and the space in between, and that's no good. That suits nobody. Really, I want plants, I want better planning, better plants, better growing, and that gap will be closed. Crop out, crop in, continue growing. So that's really what I'm sort of hoping for with this. Now, it's got to remove, this is the driver, this is what drives all these lights and the power and so on. You can remove this, wherever your growing situation is, to lessen the temperature if it gets too hot. Has got an aluminium heat sink here to help dissipate the heat, and I like how that's looked. Plenty of air can get in and around and help to dissipate that heat. That's really quite impressive, that, to be honest. I haven't quite decided yet how I'm going to set it up. I could make a growing cabinet. I'm not too keen on that. I could get a grow tent. That's a possibility for the future, we'll have to see. But what I think I'm going to do is set it up in the shed for over next spring, and eventually, because I've got an 8x6 greenhouse out in the garden, and that's going to be extended, I have another 8x6 to tag onto the back of it, and I think I'll have a cabinet or a cupboard in there with this in permanently once I've got that extension done. So in the meantime, I think this is going to go in the shed and be used there through next spring, where I can do comparison tests. I can put half a dozen tomato plants underneath this and have a half a dozen tomatoes how I would normally grow them, and see the difference and show that. And that's what I'm hoping to do. And later on, when this is all fully set up, I'm also hoping to sort of grow the microgreens over winter. I think that's going to be a godsend and a boost to our diet, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I've got a few other plans and things that I want to use it for, which is why I negotiated and got this light. So I'm really looking forward to using this, getting it set up and becoming in use. And that's it really. This is the Mars Hydro SP3000. That's it for today. Thanks for looking in. Please stay safe, everyone. Ta-ra now.